I live in a landscape full of heather. In spring and summer, the hills sparkle with it, delicate yet sturdy against winds and rain. In autumn, the flowers, arranged in fluttering pink panicles, gradually dull in colour, drying into crinkly brown, and as winter closes in, are stripped to a skeletal carpet spreading over soggy, boggy moors, like the scaffolding of some Lilliputian society. Heathers grow naturally across the Calder Valley, thriving upon its moorlands and benefiting from the prevalence of water and the often acidic soils. Birds and bees, nourished by its nectar and pollen, often nest in areas profuse in heather. Grouse and several species of moth, not to mention the commonly named heather beetle, Lochmea saturalis, are regular consumers. Heather makes up important parts of the diets of moorland sheep and deer, which find the growing tips useful food sources in winter when many other plants are covered by snow. Thus, heather plays a vital role in the ecosystem. Calluna vulgaris, named after the Greek kalunin, to sweep, clean, or make beautiful, was used in bygone centuries in the construction of sweeping brushes, its tough twigs tied into rounded, bristly brooms. The roots can descend to 8 inches below ground, while the multi-branched stems quickly harden, and each plant contains male and female flowers, with 4 sepals and fused petals in the lower quarter. The flowers are around 3 to 4 millimeters long, with 8 stamens and a style protruding from the bell-shaped corolla. The seeded fruits are usually shed in autumn. The seeds, less than a millimeter long, dispersed by insects, generally germinating the following spring. A single plant can contain up to 30 seeds and produce up to 150,000 per year. Iconic and ornate, Calluna vulgaris was, nevertheless, for many years, an overlooked and even disliked plant, owing to its association with rural poverty, but gradually began to gain favourable attention from poets. Emily Bronte's high-waving heather gives full vent to the magic of a plant whose pretty colours belie a hidden hardiness, a species whose evergreen habit ensures continuous visibility throughout winter. Both fragile and defiant, it is roaring like thunder, like soft music sighing, shadows on shadows, advancing and flying, lightning bright flashes, the deep gloom defying. Heather has been used to make dyes for wool and in the production of beers, and heather honey is extracted and enjoyed for its sweet taste. In his 1597 Herbal, English botanist John Gerard advises that the tender tips and flowers are good to be laid upon the bitings and stingings of any venomous beasts. As the year coldens towards autumn, the flower heads and stems decay and are broken down by animal consumption, and as the land and soil slowly harden into the harsh Calder Valley winter, the moors will darken. Bare branches and pale, shrubby tufts of heather, hammered by the wind and rain, but the resilient roots of Calluna vulgaris will rejuvenate the plants beneath the ground, and when the bees and butterflies of spring appear on the moors, the pink heather bells will emerge once more, resplendent